John Mayer. The name of the song is Waiting on the World to Change. This song struck me because, while John Mayer says he wants to see change in this world, he seems unwilling to put in the work to create this change. Unfortunately, I think that John Mayer is one of many people in our society who says they want change, but they're either too scared, unwilling, or too lazy to put in work to create that change. Luckily, those of us who are here today understand that if we want to see change in our society, we must be willing to see action.
I do it all the time.
We gotta take action to see change.
There you go, Gary.
Thanks. So we meet here today in a plea for peace. Peace in our city, peace in our country, peace in our world. For far too long, we have waited for religious and civic leaders to form a more peaceful world. I think it's time for us, as individuals, to take this issue of peace into our own hands. Now, undoubtedly, when we try to create peace, there will be those pessimistic people who say that peace on earth can't be achieved. They'll say that no matter how hard we try, there will be that one person who messes up the peace for us all. Exactly. Thank you. But you know what? Those people may be right when they say that. There may never be a day when every person on this planet is living in harmony with one another.
Really?
Nonetheless, I think that we should strive to make this world as peaceful as humanly possible.
Seminar down at the
Because the battle for peace is a worthwhile and noble cause. We should not be deterred by those pessimistic people who say that it's pointless and not worth the time. I mean, imagine if Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. abandoned the quest for racial equality when people told him that it could never be done. Imagine if Mahatma Gandhi abandoned the mission to liberate the people of his India when people said, "Come back to reality. The British Empire can never be budged." And imagine what will happen if we fail to take action on this issue of peace in our world today. And I understand that peace on earth, that's a big order to make. That's a lot. But racial equality, Dr. King's dream of racial equality, that was a big mission too. As was Gandhi's mission to liberate the people of India. Peace on earth, that's a big mission. But the fulfillment of the dreams of Dr. King and Gandhi have illustrated that these monumental dreams can be achieved one day, one step, and one person at a time. Now, some of you may be saying to yourselves that the notion that we need peace in our world is all fine and dandy, but what can I do as an individual to create peace in our world? Now, honestly, I think that's $1 million question. What can you and I do to create peace on this planet? Now, while this question seems so overwhelming and large, I think it can be answered in two parts. First, we need to be peaceful individuals ourselves. In our society today, so many people seem on edge. They seem ready to fight for just about anything. What these people need to do is sit back, relax, and find peace and peace of mind and solace in themselves. They need to teach others to do the same. I mean, we have people getting all worked up when someone cuts them off on the freeway. It's not worth the energy. People getting pissed when someone steps on their new pair of kicks. It's not worth the time. So we need to find peace in ourselves and in our surroundings, then spread it to others. So first, we need to be peaceful individuals. Second, I think we need to come to the realization that every human being has inherent worth and dignity. We must care for our brothers and sisters and humanity regardless of their race, their sexual orientation, their gender, their religion, or their creed. We need to disregard the labels that our culture tries to place on people. We need to come to the realization that there is no man, there is no woman, there is no black, there is no white, there is no gay, there is no straight. There is only human beings. And we should treat each other as such. Our history has shown that when a society treats someone different because of a label, those people who are oppressed, they get angry and then they retaliate. In other words, those people will revolt. And as French writer and philosopher Simone de Beauvoir so accurately says, all oppression creates a state of war. So when people are being oppressed, the oppressors better prepare for a battle, and they should expect no less. I mean, put yourself in the shoes of the oppressed. Imagine that you have been stepped on, looked over, and generally ignored your entire life. One day you're going to get fed up. You might snap. You're going to take action. Now when people snap, they're going to create a revolution. And people normally think of a revolution, they think chaos, anarchy, and violence. Now while those words can describe many revolutions that we see in our world today, there's also a different type of revolution. A revolution of the mind. A revolution of non-violent action. That's I think we're a part of right here, right now. We are part of a revolution. We come here today as people with a message of peace. A message that many of us feel has been ignored for far too long, and we are tired of being overlooked. We have grown tired of hearing about people being shot in our neighborhoods every day. Tired of looking at the news and seeing that there's another war in Africa or the Middle East. We have grown tired of people telling us that peace on our planet is an impossibility. Quite simply, ladies and gentlemen, I think we have grown tired of waiting on the world to change. So we come here today to take this issue of peace into our own hands. I think we gather here to resurrect a revolution of peace. Thank you.